Hello, everyone. My name is David, and I am the teacher for the speaking class, Level 2. This is my speaking presentation on somebody famous. I am going to talk about someone, an American. His name is Harland David Sanders. I will do an introduction. I will talk about his birth, his jobs, his business life, his death, and then I have a conclusion. So, who is Harlan Sanders? You probably don't recognize the name, but you might recognize the face. This is Colonel Harlan Sanders, the founder and chief cook of KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Harlan Sanders was born in Henryville, Indiana, in the USA. He was born on September 9th in 1890. When he was 5 years old, his father died. There were many children in the family, but Harlan was the oldest. His mother had to work so that she could have money to feed her family. So Harlan stayed at home, took care of the younger children, and did the cooking while he was only 5 years old. As he grew up to be a young man, teenager, he had many jobs. He painted carriages, he worked on a farm, he cleaned trains. For a short time, he was a fireman. He tried a job as a lawyer. He even did insurance sales. Finally, he worked in a gas station and became a restaurant owner in the gas station. He started selling fried chicken in the 1930s, but the 1930s was a terrible time for many countries in the world, especially the USA. In the 1930s, they had what was called the Great Depression, when nobody had money. And then, of course, World War II started in about 1939. So young men went to war, nobody had money. It was a terrible time to try to open a business. But after the war ended, business started getting better in the USA. So Harlan David Sanders started selling fried chicken in 1952. You can see in this photo, that is the first KFC that was ever made. He increased his sales by 75%. In the 1960s, he started opening up KFC restaurants all over the USA, Canada, Mexico, and even the United Kingdom. In 1964, he sold the KFC company for more than 17 million US dollars. Colonel Sanders died from cancer, a cancer called leukemia, on December 16th in 1980. He was 90 years old. Harlan Sanders now has more than 6,000 KFC outlets or restaurants throughout the world. The money KFC is more than 2 billion US dollars every year. It is in 48 different countries. But they're also very kind and good to help people. For example, KFC donates 500,000 or half a million US dollars every year to the Canadian Children's Hospitals. So this is the conclusion of my presentation on Somebody Famous, Colonel Sanders. Thank you for listening to my presentation.